loads, Dad.
Is it all done?
No.
We got to move it.
But guess what I just did, Dad? Just shaved your head for a little bit.
You've got to move the thing, that's it. It's like mowing the grass.
Hello and welcome to another weekly crafting vlog. It's a Saturday morning and there is a local farmers market. So I'm going to go along and I'll take you with me. Is there a strawberry ready?
Yeah.
Go on, pick it then.
Pick.
Is that for you?
It's for me. It's all red.
Can eat it. Is it nice? Is it nice, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Keep recording.
Is it sour?
Yummy.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
It looks juicy.
I'll tell you when you're done. I'm done. Can I see the video?
Okay, so I've just finished sewing my granny squares together. So these, it's really hard to show you because they're quite drapey. So this is one of them. So that will literally sit on my shoulder like this.
And his name is Ben.
His name is Ben, yes.
Yes, my name is Ben.
And then the other one is like this.
It's a number 2.
Looks good.
Mum looks like a pretty girl.
So I've got these sewn up. I just need to cast on the rest. I'm gonna look at the pattern and see if I can be bothered. Okay, so I've just read the pattern and I think I'm gonna have a go at it. I had been waiting for my granny squares to dry and block, and then, I mean, they've been there a few days now. Although I have been working. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done this sort of construction before. So I think I was sort of, I don't know, putting it off a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to have a go. I think I can do that. So I've got to pick up 52 stitches along the long edge of the set of granny squares. I was just watching Twin Set and Pearl's podcast actually, and one of them has done the Getty Tea. She's finished it now, and yeah, it looked really good. It did look quite large, although it's supposed to be quite oversized. I think, what is it? I want to say it's like 10 inches oversized. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna have a go at this, I think. There we go, 52 stitches picked up. So yeah, I'm going to refer back to the pattern and see what else I need to do.
Strawberry milkshake.
What is that?
Strawberry cream liqueur vodka.
But what's it mixed with?
Vodka, strawberry cream liqueur.
Milk?
Cream.
You put all of it neat in here?
Yes, 15%. It says have it over ice. You can have it as a cocktail. 15%, the same as wine.
Smells delicious. Ooh! You tried it?
Grown-up milkshake.
Nice. Cheers. Mustn't let Ben have that. Okay, I'm now about to join the other squares. So I've just joined these squares and then I've cast on some more for the shoulder, I think. Anyway, I'm going to then join this and go from there. Okay, so this is where I'm up to. I've attached the granny squares together and then I've cast on the first row, kind of. I'm going to leave it there because I've looked at the rest of the pattern and I don't really understand it. And because there's others in my knit group who's doing the same t-shirt, I'll take it to craft group on Tuesday. So I'm going to put this down for now and work on something else. This is Lily. Right, sit. Good girl, Lily. Yes. Wait. Good girls. Is it yummy? Okay, so it's the next morning. Today is Sunday. I am about to go to work. But yeah, I didn't actually end up doing any knitting. Instead, I was doing stitch markers. So yeah, I'll show you how many you did. So I've actually made quite a few. So obviously I'd already done these ones. So these ones are what I done yesterday. And then these ones were random sort of sets. But yeah, I've done quite a few sets there. And I've got some orange colours lined up to make similar sets to these. So if I just show you one, so they're just like a set of blue colours, a set of 12, and then these ones here are a set of purple. Same for these are a set of green, and then these are a set of pink. So yeah, I was quite busy last night. Bearing in mind there's 4 sets of 12 here, here, here and here. But yeah, I'm really pleased with those. Okay, so it's the next day. Today is Monday, and today I plan to go to Tiptree. So again, I'm tagging along with my husband on a site visit. And then after Tiptree, tea rims, I plan to go to Worx, because last time I did this trip, they were closed. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed with that, but I think they're open today. So yeah, come along with me for a day out.
Hi, I'm Gavin from Worx, and I thought I'd show you just a few of the items that we make in-house. So we make all of these row counters ourselves, so they're made by myself on a laser, and then my wife hand paints them, so they end up looking like that. We have various different designs, and we make all of these wonderful neon gauges and swatch gauges, needle gauges and swatch gauges, and we make the sock blockers. So Market Town Yarns is our own brand, so that's hand dyed on the premises, so you can see some of the colours just there, and they're all dyed by my wife Teresa.
Gorgeous.
They're all meant to have name tags on, but we haven't got around to it. One of the hardest things is naming them.
Yeah, I bet. so I'm home now and I had such a lovely day. I had a lovely lunch in Tiptree rooms, and then I took a little trip to the gift shop again. So let me show you what I got. So as you walked into the gift shop, they had a selection of sort of like strawberry themed gifts, and I could not pass this up. So this is by the brand Sophie Allport, and as soon as I saw it, I thought this would make the perfect project bag. And yeah, look at the size of it. It's just as big as the bag that I got from the little grey girl, and I just loved the fabric, and yeah, it's got plenty of storage in there for a project, so I had to have it. And as you can see, it's got a lovely strawberry pattern on there, so very fitting for this time of year. And then the second thing I purchased was this mug, pink inside. So yeah, this is by Kath Kidston, and again, strawberry themed. I just thought that was so cute, and I loved the fact that it was pink inside with a cute little pink handle. So yeah, that is a perfect size mug if you ask me, although I'm currently using this mug for my chai latte. And then on the way home from Tiptree, we took a detour to Worx, which is a yarn shop in Hadleigh, and I may have made a purchase or two. So before I show you what I got, let me tell you about the shop. So when I went in, I was just amazed by how much lovely yarn there was. So they do knitting for Olive, Lang yarns. They sell Emma's yarn, which is a yarn dyer based in the US, and they have exclusive rights to sell their yarn in the UK. So I believe they're the only yarn shop that sells their yarn. There's so many other brands of yarn that they sell, and they also make their own notions. So you would have seen in one of the video clips that Gavin showed me the row counters that they make in-house. The wood is laser cut, and Teresa, his wife, hand paints them. I just thought that was amazing, you know, all these different things that they make in-house, and it definitely sets them apart from the rest when it comes to yarn shops. So I hope you enjoyed the footage that I got from Worx. As I said, they stock so many beautiful yarns. I don't think I mentioned that they also sell Isaiah, I think that's how you say it, and they also sell Filcolana as well, which I have heard a lot of good things about, but I've never been able to feel them in person. And yeah, I was quite surprised by some of that wool, and definitely something that I'll consider buying in future. But what I did buy was, I'll show you now. So in this bag are some lovely hand-dyed yarns. I'll show you. So this is a flyer that they included. So this has their address on there. So Worx is in Hadleigh. It's just outside of Ipswich, and it's owned by Gavin and Teresa. They hand dye their own yarns, and if I show you on the back, they have a monthly subscription for their own hand dyed yarn. So first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Gavin and Teresa. You didn't have to do this, but they gifted me a skein of yarn. So this one is last month's colour, and here it is. So yeah, I said to Gavin, I love a speckled yarn, and look at the pinks, like how they pop. But yeah, this was gifted, so thank you so much. That was a lovely gift. And if you can see here, there is a personalised laser cut tag. So yeah, I don't see this on many hand-dyed yarns, to be honest, and it's a lovely personal touch in my opinion. So yeah, there we have it. This is the June's colourway, so last month's, and this is on their squishy sock base. So that is made up of 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. You get 400 meters per 100 grams. So yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous. And I did in fact purchase a few of their hand-dyed yarns. So first of all, I purchased this one. So I purchased this one because I loved all the speckles in there, the blues, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a hint of grey in there as well. And then that got me thinking I could potentially pair this with like a grey skein of yarn. This one is also on their squishy sock base, and I paired that with this skein. So can you see how they go really well together? I picked this one because it looked a lot similar to the grey that's in this skein. So this one here is by Emma's Yarn. They are a US based yarn dyer, and yeah, this one just pairs quite nicely with that skein of yarn. I was thinking of like a 2 skein shawl set maybe. But anyway, this one is in the colourway Elephant. So this is on their Practically Perfect sock base. That's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. And again, you get 400 yards per 100 grams. So yeah, as I said, I bought these two to go together. And then that's not all I got, because I got these 2 skeins of yarn. So if I turn them round, aren't they beautiful? I absolutely love this colour. It's a lovely sort of like blush pink. So as you can see, there's pink speckles running through there, and I thought that went really well with this pink tonal yarn. So again, probably another 2 skein shawl set. But yeah, look how nicely they go together. Again, they are both personalised with their handmade tags, which I think is a really nice touch. So it says Market Town Yarns, hand dyed in Suffolk, which is just next to Norfolk. So it's about, I want to say 40-minute to an hour drive from me, I think. But yeah, I love this little touch. It makes it just extra special, and their yarn is a very reasonable price if you ask me, compared to some hand-dyed yarns. But yeah, I really can't wait to work these up. But as I said before, I want to get the whips down to a more manageable sort of number before I cast anything else on. But yeah, these are all the lovely hand-dyed yarns that I acquired today, and they will quite happily sit in my stash ready for when I'm ready to use them. I did also purchase something handmade from Worx, and I thought these were a clever idea. I'll show you a few because I can't show you every single one of them. So these are little stitch markers with like a bulb pin, and so there we go, perfect. I'll hold it here. So it says made using 3.75mm like needles, and they're designed to put on your project when you take the needles off. It's a genius idea, because let's face it, when you have numerous amount of whips, you're going to need certain size needles off of certain projects when you start a new one. So these are perfect for putting on your projects, you know, if you steal the needles away from it. And if you're like me, you would most probably forget, unless you keep the pattern with the project. But anyway, I thought these were perfect, and I had to have them because they'll most definitely help me in the future. But yeah, that was just one of them. I want to say they have like 20. Hang on. No, there's 21 different sizes, which is amazing. This one here says 5.5. So yeah, you've got all sorts of numbers. But yeah, I think from briefly looking at them, you've got 1.5 right up until 10 in like 21 different sizes. So I think it covers everything there. Yeah, I thought they were definitely helpful gadgets to have, so I had to purchase them. So anyway, I think it's time to pick up my son from school. So I will see you in a little bit, where I'm probably doing a bit of crafting. So it's the next day, and I have been working on some more stitch markers. So I'll show you now before I separate them into groups. So you can see here that I've done a load of orange stitch markers. So I'm going to be making them the same as these sets. So they're sets of 12, and I'll be separating them into 4 lots. So yeah, I'll do that now. before I do a podcast. So I'm about to record a podcast shortly. However, I realised that I'd stopped sort of halfway in a row. So I'm just going to finish that now. But yeah, anyway, the podcast is 2 weeks late. That's totally on me. I didn't feel up to it at the end of the day. And I just thought to myself, it wouldn't make for a good podcast. So that's why I didn't do it. But anyway, it's come to you sort of like a month later from the last one. I think it was about a month anyway. Yeah, I think it was. But anyway, I do try and do them every 2 weeks. But, you know, sometimes, as I said before, life just gets in the way. So, yeah. But anyway, last night I started with colour 9. So after this one's done, I have 3 more colours left. And yeah, and then I can get it blocked, and then hopefully you can see this properly, because at the moment with this side sort of curls in on itself and you can't see the proper detail, but it's supposed to have these points here where it goes sort of a bit zigzaggy, if that makes sense. But yeah, because then it's not blocked, it sort of, yeah, look, it curls on itself, so you can't see the full pattern. So now that row is complete, I can record my podcast. Okay, so it has been a few days. I have worked a few night shifts, and I've recently seen that my favourite haberdashery is closing down. So I'm going to pop along because I need to go that way anyway. And yeah, I'll just see what they have to offer. So I went along to So Simple in Taverham, and literally everything was half price. So yeah, I may have got a few bits, but not too much. So I did pick up a few bits for my stepmum. She was after some fabric for project bags. So yeah, I got a selection of fabrics, which was all half price. Yeah, these are the fabrics I quite liked. So yeah, I don't know how well you can see it through this plastic bag, but I really can't be bothered to take them out. But yeah, there's some nice patterned ones in there, and then just a plain navy blue. But yeah, plenty of fabric there for her to make project bags with. So it was a minimum of 2 meters each, and yeah, it's all half price. So a bit of a bargain there, even though it still come to quite a lot. And then all the yarn was half price. So I did pick up a few balls. I have got a book in there as well. Just empty the bag, that'll be easier. Okay, so I picked up 2 of these because I like to use these for pumpkins, and I haven't seen any other shop that sells this brand of yarn. So this is Perpetua Easy Knit with wool. And yeah, the only place I've seen it is online. So yeah, I purchased 2 balls because these can make sort of relatively large pumpkins. So yeah, they are supposed to be £4.75 each. And well, it's half price. You do the math. So I got 2 of those. And then I did get 1 ball of this. This is the Hayfield Bonus Super Chunky. And again, I bought this for pumpkins. I do already have one of these in my stash, I believe. So yeah, when the time comes, I can use this for pumpkins. And then I purchased these colours of James C. Brett Chunky with Merino. Yeah, I like this yarn. It's only got 10% merino in it, but it makes it feel so much more softer than just usual acrylic yarn. But yeah, I purchased these 2 colours. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but it was half price, so yeah, no brainer. It's supposed to be £4.20 a ball, so yeah, half the price. And then I purchased this of Hayfield Spirit. So this is DK acrylic yarn, and yeah, look at the colours. So again, half the price, so I purchased it. This was originally £5.75. Now, I would never have paid that full price, to be honest. That's quite a lot. But I purchased it half price. So yeah, don't know what I'm going to use it for. But, oh, hang on. It's 80% acrylic with 20% wool. I didn't know that. But yeah, just love the variegation in the colours. And yeah, I'm sure I can work something up with that. And then last but not least, with the wool, I got James C. Brett Marble Chunky. So I've got another colour of this, and I think I've used this colour before actually. Yeah, I have. But yeah, this is £7.50. Well, it's supposed to be £7.50, but it was half the price. So I have previously used this for a cowl and a hat. So I think I got a cowl and a hat out of this 1 ball of 200 grams. So this one is 100% acrylic. Yep. But yeah, this one works up really quickly because it is a chunky yarn. So yeah, happy with my purchases there. And then I did get a book. So I saw this one, and again, it was half price. So it's supposed to be £16.99, but yeah, half the price. So this is Vintage Granny Squares, 20 crochet projects with a retro vibe. So I quite like that because you've got some tote bags in there as well. That is something that I want to have a go at. So yeah, purchased that. This is a book by Emma Varnum. Emma Varnum? Yeah. I quite liked all that. And since recently doing some granny squares for my Getty Tea, I quite enjoyed that. And when I saw this, I thought I had to have it. All right, Lily. But yeah, pleased with that one. So talking about the Geddy Tea, let me show you the progress. One thing actually. So I went to craft group the other night, and yeah, I'd done 1 row, didn't I, where I joined the granny squares together. And yeah, I thought I was doing it right, where I was doing like the short row shaping and things like that, but I was only doing it in the middle. I wasn't sort of continuing further, like each row. So I had to literally frog all of that and start again. But that was actually quite a good thing, because the way I had joined, let me show you. So the way I had joined these squares, you could see like both loops of the joining part. No, how do I say it? You could see both loops, or no, both arms of the V. Oh my God, I hope you understand that. But yeah, you could see both of them, and it wasn't as a clean a line as I'm getting now. And also I had joined it so that the back side, so this bit, you could see that on the right side, whereas I wanted this side to be on the right side. So yeah, overall, that was actually quite a good thing to happen, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, this is the progress. So yeah, you can see that I've joined the granny squares, and I've continued with stockinette to make this much. And because it's DK, it's actually working up a lot quicker than 4-ply, obviously. State the obvious. But yeah, I'm really happy with that, and I love how the colours go so well together. So this is actually the back panel. So this, oh. So yeah, these are the shoulder pieces. And then I'm currently working on the back section. It's so hard to show at the moment. But yeah, you can see how that's the back. And then I think I've got to sort of make this bit so it's like 20 something centimetres from this part. So I've now got to do it so that this part here from, you know, the neck measures about 20 something centimetres. So I don't know, I'm about halfway there. And then yeah, once I've got a certain amount of length here, I'll then refer back to the patterns to see what's next. But I think that when you get to that point, you put the stitches on hold to then work the front part, I think. So happy with the progress. So yeah, I think I'll work more on the Getty Tea. Anyway, I think I'll round off the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave me a comment down below to let me know what your favourite yarn dyer is, because there's a lot of talented indie yarn dyers out there. I am actually going to the Summer Wool Festival next weekend. I have got a few that I want to go and see, so I probably won't have a weekly craft and vlog next week, but you will get a Summer Wool Festival vlog. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.